Hey YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and welcome to another remake video. Today we'll be remaking 6ix9ine's track featuring Nicki Minaj, FEFE, so let's get straight to it. In this video, I'll be picking up where I left off from our last video, our sound design tutorial. If you didn't see that, click the link in the top right hand corner of this video, because I'm going to essentially just use whatever I created there and reuse that for my main sound here, but just start by drawing in the MIDI, as that is what I did not show. Before we get to that, let's change our tempo to 127 beats per minute. And let's start off with the first pattern. Now, this song is pretty much only 2 bars and it repeats itself for the entire track. Let's go ahead and draw in that main sound over here. And that's pretty much the pattern right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate that. We get this. Now what we're gonna do here is just gonna copy that same pattern down to our orchestra harp. I'm just gonna take out this low pattern here so it doesn't ring out. And we're going to copy down this first region over here with those bass notes intact, and that will round off our sound. Now, if you want to see how I put those sounds together, click the link in the top right hand corner, as that will be a full breakdown of those sounds. Next, let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. And let's bring in Logic's ES2 synthesizer. And let's design that bass sound that is pretty much only there for the first couple of bars. We'll use the default settings that load up in ES2. All right, so let's go ahead and close that out. And let's just draw in the pattern for now. We'll get to the sound design in a bit. So the pattern is just going to follow this bass note right here. Oh, sorry, this one right over here. So we're going to go ahead and draw that in. Let's drop that down a couple of octaves. Let's layer that with a octave lower. Let's open up our ES2. Gonna pull up our attack a little bit here. Next, let's go ahead and just pull down our cutoff to about there. Maybe a little bit higher. Let's pull our drive all the way up. We'll kind of add in a lot of drive. All right, that sounds good like that. Next, let's go ahead and open up a overdrive. We'll add in a little bit more distortion. Pull our tone back. Let's do it at 200. Let's see if we pull up more drive. All right, I like that. Next, let's go ahead and open up an EQ, and we're just going to cut off a little bit more of the highs. It's not really there, but let's just clean it up a bit. And let's take out some of the bass end. All right, that sounds good like that. And it's only there for a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and just copy this over so we can work on our next section. And we're going to create a new software instrument track. And we're going to get to those 808s. So bring in Logic's ES2 synthesizer. Bring in that 808 preset that we always use. And let's come back to the sound design in a moment and just draw in that 808 pattern. Go down to a nice low octave. Let's go down one lower. That's the pattern right there. It's very simple. Let's open up our ES2 and just start adjusting a little bit. We're going to turn down our analog so there's no detuning. We're going to add in a little bit of distortion to about 10 o'clock. Let's add in some drive to about, actually let's point it to the 12 o'clock here, but it's actually pointing to the 1. Pull up our attack a little bit. We're going to pull down our release so it doesn't ring out so long. Alright, so obviously that doesn't sound super cool. So we're going to add in an EQ and filter out a lot of those highs. Alright, so there's our 808 right there. Sort of a Murda Beatz type 808. Alright, next is the fun part. Let's go ahead and start drawing in those drums. I'm going to create a new software instrument track. And let's bring in Logic's EXS24 sampler instrument. And I'm not going to create the track. I already made the drum kit over here. The FEFE drum kit. Call me FEFE. Alright, so let's go ahead and increase this up over here. And what should we start with? Let's start off easy. We'll start off with the clap. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. Let's see here. There's the clap right there. And it's just on the 3s. Maybe I'll lower that out a bit. Alright, next is going to duplicate this track and let's draw in those hi-hats. Change my tool to a brush tool. And we're going to change this to 8 notes. And let's find our hi-hats. There it is right there. Alright, once again I failed. Couldn't do that in a straight line. So let's do some classic Murda Beatz stutters. A little stutter at the beginning here. A little stutter over here. I think that was it. For these hi-hats, let's just pull up the attack a bit. It sounds a little clicky. And in the song, the hi-hats sound very wide, so I'm going to go ahead and add in the delay, a sample delay. We're going to create something that's called the Haas effect, and that literally just delays one channel, and it sort of makes it sort of wider, a wider sound. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the left channel to about 39. Sample delayed. It just makes that ever so wide. We can even increase that a little bit. Don't want to do that too much or else we get phase issues. Alright, let's go ahead and duplicate that track. Just make sure we take out our sample delay and we drop down our attack. Let's go ahead and bring in our open hats. Alright, let's go ahead and draw that in. Change this back to a pencil tool. There's our open hat right there. So it's just at the end on the 4. Sort of in the background over there. I'm going to duplicate that track. And let's go ahead and draw in our triangle. Just going to layer up this last open hat. There it is right there. So I'm going to make this one a little louder. Next, go duplicate that track and add in a snare hit. There's only one snare hit here in the pattern. And it's somewhere, there it is right there. Make that a little louder. So that sounds good like that. Next, let's go ahead and duplicate this track. And let's go ahead and draw in our kicks. Let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. Start on the 1. Let's do this a higher velocity. Lower upper 808 a bit. Alright, so that is pretty much the beat right there. I'm just going to put a pause on the video. I'm going to go ahead and listen to the track. I just want to arrange sort of the first part there because I know there's a lot of stops and I don't know exactly where it is. I'm going to go ahead and arrange that, come right back, and we'll continue on from there. Okay, so we are back. I did some of the chops according to the song. I just want to add in a couple more things before we go ahead and play out this remake. At the end right here, or right before this dropout over here, we got to do that clap, clap, clap on the claps. So let's go ahead and just draw that in right now. Let's see here. Where is our clap? This is what happens when you don't name your tracks. I think this is the clap right here. All right, so at the end, I'm going to drag this out a little bit, and it's going to go clap, clap, clap. Clap, 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 and then clap into this next bar over here. Okay, so that's all we have to do there. And then I'm thinking we do a little bit of automation on this region over here. When the part where they go, I don't really want no friends. So I'm just going to quickly add in here on our master bus. I'm going to put in a EQ. We'll do a single band EQ. Do a high cut. Push the frequency all the way up. So it's going to go something like this. And then back up. So let's go ahead and record that in. Let's go ahead and change our automation to touch, and we are good to go. Let's go. right, so that was just that quick automation I want to add in right there. And that's pretty much rounds out our remake, and I think that just repeats itself. This bass hits at the beginning. I don't think it comes in at any parts in the track moving forward. But so sit back, relax, and enjoy, and listen to the remake we just put together. 6ix9ine's track featuring Nicki Minaj, and the track is called FEFE. Let's go. Alright, so that right there is the FEFE by 6ix9ine featuring Nicki Minaj, remade in Logic Pro X using the stock plugins in Logic. For you Logic users out there, I'm going to go ahead and save this entire session for you guys and place that as a downloadable link in the description box below this video. For you non-Logic users out there, got your back as well. I'm going to go ahead and export all these MIDI stems. I'm going to export all these audio stems and include the drum kit and sound used in this remake. You can find that entire playback in the description box below this video. If you do have any questions on this or just want to chat, let's go ahead and talk in the comment section below. And if you are new to I'm a Music Mogul, remember to thumbs up, share it, and of course hit that subscribe button for more great videos like this one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.